Hi. So, twin flames, what is that all about, and what has it got to do with soul fragmentation and healing? Um, I am not so much into the whole world of twin flames, but I know that it's in some circles is a really big thing in some spiritual circles, searching for your twin flame and so on. So, from what I understand, my limited understanding of it is that not everyone has a twin flame, as in another person who is their twin flame. Um, it is only those whose soul at some point has been split into two. So I am not even sure if I believe that that is something that occurs, but let's say it is. Because I've been talking about soul fragmentation in some other videos of mine before, and the fact that, or the idea that our souls, when we go through different traumas or different experiences in different lives, that our souls can split into pieces, or parts of our soul can be disconnected in some ways from us, and we can call that back to us. So in that way, it's a bit related to this, to the idea of soul fragmentation, twin flames is. So that's why I wanted to just bring this up. I'm sure we'll learn more about it, and maybe some of you, if you want to comment with some knowledge that I don't have about twin flames, then feel free to do so. But from what I understand, it's when a soul has been split into two, and they reincarnate at the same time, or around the same time, into the 3D of this world. And because of that, you feel that you are one half of a whole, and you want to find that other part of you. I would think that if this is actually a thing, then it would only be a minority of people that even have a split soul and a twin flame outside of themselves. So not all people have a twin flame. And I also think there is something quite problematic. There are several things quite problematic about the whole idea of twin flames, or the whole twin flame community. And that is that we think we need to find ourselves outside of ourselves. We think we need to become whole by finding our other half or another person to complete us. And whether we have a twin flame or not, that can be very problematic, and it can also romanticize toxic relationships, because from what I understand, when I've read a little bit about what twin flame relationships, how they play out, is that it says there's a push and pull, there's a bit of, from what I understand, they can be quite tumultuous, and not always completely peaceful, and it brings up things within ourselves that we need to look at. Now, I would think any relationship really, or many relationships, can bring up things within ourselves that need to be healed when we deal with other people in general. But this whole idea that that kind of relationship where we are not completely feeling, where we feel a bit thrown off, that would be somehow something that is good for us, or that is probably our twin flame, because they bring up things that need to be healed or that we think need to be healed. But the danger with that is that we romanticize toxic relationships, which are not good for us, and which does not include a twin flame connection or soulmate connection in any way. So what I would say about that is that most of us, whether we have a twin flame outside of us or not, we simply need to find ourselves. And most of us have our so-called twin flame, or maybe what you could call the part of us that we have cast aside, or that needs to come up and be healed and be integrated. That part is inside of us, not outside of us. So the problem with this whole thinking of twin flames is that it makes us chase something outside of ourselves for healing. And regardless of whether we have a twin flame out there, we have different soulmates, I'm sure, that is not the way, in my view, to find ourselves and to find healing. So, life is not about finding the right person to be with that will complete us in some way. It's about finding ourselves and sharing that treasure with others. So we're chasing something. If we get caught up in the idea of a twin flame, we're chasing something that is already inside of us. It's right there. And if we want to get a bit biblical, you could say the kingdom of God is within. So regardless of if our parts of our souls are out there, or parts of our soul is even with another person, and we have, I believe we have many soulmates, whether we have a twin flame or not, and we can definitely find healing through relationships too, but that is not the first way that we should be looking for healing. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say today about twin flames. I'm sure I will touch on it again, and it will come up again in different ways. Thank you for listening. Bye.